ask you, being from the Mecca, being from the Bronx, where hip hop started at, like, do you remember like any of the things like they used to have in the parks, or like what was like your first taste of like actual like, oh, I love this music, this hip hop music? Because me, I'm born on August 11th, the day hip
Wow.
hop was born. I'm born on that, so my whole life I just been a hip hop kid all my life. And you being from the BX, man, like, can you like shed some light of how things started?
My father rapped.
Mm.
Mm.
He had a demo. He would rap to me in my mother's stomach.
Wow.
Um, and it's true what they say. Whatever you tell the kids in the stomach, it's like when you sleep and you listen to certain things subconsciously that stays in you. So um, that's my introduction to hip hop. Before I was even here, I was literally birthed into it. But being from the Bronx and being from New York, my earliest memories um, was just being in school. Really, you got to remember, like, I was in public school, so I'm a little younger than the homie with the baldy, and so like my earliest memories is Big Daddy Kane on the vinyl, making him sound like a chipmunk.
Hmm.
School jams, listening to you know High Five, She's Playing Hard to Get, Jump by Chris Cross, TLC, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, The Brat. Um, these are the MCs that looked like me, I felt looked like me, that I could resonate with. And then as my first CD, or excuse me, my first tape that I ever purchased was Enter the 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, oh yeah.
classic album. I just bought that on vinyl recently.
1993. And my favorite MC was Old Dirty Bastard. As a kid, you got to think, this is the guy that's cursing up a storm. This is a guy that um, is eccentric. He's funny. So as a
Oh
kid, this
yeah.
I want to hear all of the cursing. I want to hear all of the jokes.
Yeah,
And then
on
as I
some
got older,
on some real shit. Even though Raekwon Purple Tape was probably the hardest Wu Tang solo album, but one of my personal favorites was Old Dirty's album. His shit was so entertaining and funny to me, like to this day. And Dirty had bars, bruh.
Oh yeah, he definitely had
Like listen
bars.
to Brooklyn Zoo. If you listen to what he's saying on Brooklyn Zoo, bruh, like
no, he
crazy.
went he went crazy on Brooklyn Zoo, and he co-produced Brooklyn Zoo as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, with RZA. Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
one of the most entertaining albums like ever. Like the skits, the cursing, like, cause when that album came out, we knew like, all right, what he finna do? You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I still play that album to this day. Probably gonna be one of my next purchases on vinyl.
You know,